All right, we're back. Episode 8, I think, of the Ghost Files podcast. I don't even remember at this point. Um, but we got a good one in store today. Annie Benting joining the podcast. Annie, say what's up to the people.
That, you know,
Um, yeah, so I got a text a couple days ago, just out of the blue, being like, "You better let me on your podcast," and I was like, "All right." So that's how Annie got on the pod. Um, Glad to have you as a guest today. For the people at home that don't know you, do you want to give like a brief description, I
yeah,
guess?
all right. I feel like I have to follow the trend. Um, okay, I'm Annie, 5'8", um, you know, packing the muscle, around 220 pounds. Um, no, I'm a WA senior, obviously. Um, Play volleyball, I dance, um, you know, attend Westford Academy halftime.
Yeah, every other week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Um, so yeah, let's just get into it. So starting off, how's your senior year been so far?
I mean, what can you say? Like it's fine. Like I mean, obviously you build up to like, oh, I can't wait to be a senior. I can't wait to do all these things, and then like coronavirus just says like no to all of them.
Yeah,
So like that's kind of annoying. But I mean, like I think the hybrid schedule, like it isn't amazing, but I do have like so much time just to do like what I want kind of, which is nice. So I like hang out with my friends like so much more often. And like I hang out with people like on the weekdays, which I don't know about anyone else, but I just never did that before.
yeah,
Like, you know, like
definitely.
last year I just would not have done that. There's so much school and like gross.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it could be like a lot worse because
Yeah.
obviously we get half a days, so it's like we're out of school by 11, so it's kind of like it's actually kind of better in a way. Like I can't even imagine like going to school like till 2 o'clock anymore. It's been that
Yeah.
long.
Like literally go to school, come home, and if I have to do more school, I'm like, this sucks. Like after doing 3 hours, I'm like, I can't. Which is
Yeah,
sad. Like it's sad.
yeah. Like today, I had marine bio and yearbook, and I still was like, ugh. It's like you only
Yeah,
have 2 classes. Like, what are you complaining about?
I
Like
know.
in a normal year, we would have like every class basically.
Yeah. It's like insane comparing this year to the previous years because I'm like, I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I did that. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. Like,
same.
how did I do that? Do so much homework, like, go to school, like, for 6 hours? Like, I don't know. Like, do all the sports and everything. Like, it's so much less time I had then. And I'm just so used to, like, not doing as much now. It's just, like, crazy.
Yeah. Um, I definitely can't believe I used to do that too, but I kind of didn't do that because grades aren't my strong suit. But you know
No,
how you know how it is.
you're a genius.
um, yeah. So that's that. Let's see. So we talked about we're halfway through the year. We talked about senior year so far. Is there anything you're like looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Um, I mean, it's kind of like I feel like this whole year you just like look forward to like what's gonna happen later. Like maybe it'll get better. Like I mean, since like the vaccine is like getting out, it might get better. Like I feel like now you can't like even anticipate anything. Like you can't expect anything.
Yeah.
One, don't want to get your hopes up, and like two, it's just like you can't really like expect to be doing things. I mean, I'd be excited for like if we had prom and like graduation. Like obviously we're gonna have graduation.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm keeping like hope out there, but yeah, I definitely don't want to like get my hopes up as well because
Yeah.
I feel like it's there's been a lot of like kind of like crushed dreams this year of like a lot of stuff taken away, so I don't want to like add to the list, I
Yeah.
guess.
Did you
Yeah.
see that we're ordering like our cap and gowns like this week or
Yeah.
next?
I already ordered mine.
Oh my God, Dan, you're already on top of it. God,
Uh,
I feel
yeah, I
bad.
know. I don't mess around. Well, it's more of my dad. He was like, "I got an email about my cap and gown." I'm like, I didn't even get that email and it's for me, but okay.
Yeah.
So, got that
I
out of the way.
on like the Instagram, and I was like, this is so casual. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it should be like a
more
bigger deal.
attention.
It's like, "Oh yeah, you have like 2 weeks in January to get your cap and gown for June." It's like, "All right." I don't know. I don't know if that seems fair, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, we talked about senior year. Obviously, a big part of senior year is like looking forward to college and planning out your next four. So where are you at in like that process and
um,
stuff?
yeah. I submitted all my applications. I had like my last three to like January 1st. So like now I'm like, whew, um, yeah, so I submitted all those. I've heard back from like four and gone in to three, deferred from one. So we're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yep. Um, but yeah, I'm holding out. I applied to 15, so I have a lot to hear back from.
That's a lot.
I know, it just kept like adding up, and I was like, oh, I mean, like we didn't get to visit any, so it's kind of harder to know if you want to go somewhere or not. So I was just like, might as well put it
That's
on the
true.
list.
Yeah.
But
Is
yeah,
is there any like front runners so far? Like any that stick out?
um, I got I got into Fairfield, where my sister went, and so I'm thinking that's like, and they gave me some money, so I don't know. But and I got into two schools in North Carolina, and I really like that area. Like I'd
Hmm.
love to go there. So, um, just cause like I'm kind of sick of the seasons here. I just like I don't like the winter at all. So
I
a little bit warmer would be nice.
Yeah, definitely. I can totally relate to that. Um, every morning get up when I have to get up for school, like we talked about, and I have to defrost my car. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I think I've had enough. I'm tapping out. But
Yeah. Well,
I
you
think like the cool thing about applying to that many colleges, like of course it's like hard to choose, but at the same time you have like a lot of options.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm gonna get them all back, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is so much. But for now, we're good. That's like a later problem.
You're
That'll
chilling. Yeah, that's down the road. That's down the
yeah,
road.
yeah,
Yeah. Um. So what was your what's your like intended major or like what's your interests for like that you would want to do at these schools?
yeah. Um, Depending on the school, I did mostly biology because I just like science. I don't know. Like I took honors bio freshman year, and it was like a hard class, but it was like one of my favorite classes I've ever taken. Like I don't like it just like kind of pushed me and I don't know, I just felt like I was doing, like I was just going, like doing good.
Going hard.
And I just loved the like curriculum. And then I got to psych last year, and I really liked that. That was like again another class that was hard, but like um felt like I was like yes, like I can do.
Yeah.
So like kind of I was trying to think how I could kind of like put those two together. So for a lot of schools, I applied for neuroscience because it's like
Big
you
brain.
know, and you can kind of incorporate like the psych into the biological aspect of it. So I was like, perfect. So
Two birds, one stone type of
yeah, so
kind of
that's
thing.
I'm like really excited about that um, because I just I just think it's cool. Like you get to know how everything works. Like I don't know. I just think that's
Yeah,
insane.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool having like that much interest in like a dope field like that.
Yeah.
I've never been a big science guy myself. Like like you said, it's like, oh, it's cool to learn like how everything works. I'm like, everything happens for a reason. I'm just gonna leave it be, and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Like if I just stay in my lane, I'll be all right. Like freshman bio, not the same story as yours for me. It was kind of the opposite, but
And staying in the sports journalism lane.
yeah, 100%. Um,
I can understand that.
yeah.
Sports journalism seems a lot more fun actually. If you can
I mean, it depends who you are. I mean, obviously, your interests, but never a big science or math guy. So
yeah.
if I went to a STEM convention, it'd be over. Um, let's see here. So yeah, plans for college. We talked about that. Do you have any like? Do you have anything that you want to do over the next 4 years, like outside of academics?
Hmm. I mean, I know that like one thing I want to do like super bad is I want to study abroad just cuz that looks like so cool. And my sister she did it and she went to Australia for like 5 months and she met like all these like cool people all like around, like she has friends in like Denmark or Norway, and then like she met like literally her best friend on that trip. And she lives in Chicago, and like she visits all the time, and it just like looked so cool. And she went to all these places. Oh, I was so jealous. And so like I feel like just that experience, like if I can incorporate that into like the time of college, like I feel like that's just like ideal because might as well take advantage of the opportunity if I have it.
Yeah, totally. That's definitely something I want to do as well because
Yeah.
kind of the same. My sister studied abroad in London,
Oh,
and
that'd be so cool.
yeah, I got to visit her on spring break like way back when, and I was like, this counts as school. Like I was seeing all the stuff like she was doing and stuff. I'm like, there's no way this counts. Like,
Yeah.
but it does, which is awesome. And like you said, you definitely have
Mm-hmm.
to take advantage of like that opportunity.
Yeah. No,
Hmm.
it looks sick. So cool.
Yeah. Is there any place you'd want to go like specifically?
Um, I feel like it'd be really cool to go to like Spain or Italy. Like those are two places I just like really want to visit because they're just like gorgeous. Like so pretty there. I don't know. What about you, Dan? Where would you want to go?
Um, I don't know. I feel like you can't really go wrong, but I've always been interested in going to like Japan.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like Europe, like I could end up going to Europe in the future anyways, but like I feel like studying abroad in Japan is like
Yeah,
more of like a opportunity that you can't really pass up.
yeah, true.
But I mean, I'd be down to go anywhere really.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anywhere
All right, let's see. So plans for the future. Let's see. So you talked about school a little bit with science and all of that. Do you have any like big hobbies you're into right now? Whether it's like you said, volleyball and dance, but like anything else or something like that.
I mean, over quarantine, I picked up my guitar that's been sitting in my room since seventh grade. Didn't play it at all. But yeah, these past like few months I've been learning slowly, but I feel like I'm getting a little better. So, and I also play the ukulele. I took that class at WA. That was such a fun class. I love that class. I feel like everyone loves that class.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what else can I think of? Um, I'm one thing I did in quarantine is I made like so many friendship bracelets, and it's insane. Like so many. Like I learned like all these new patterns, and now I feel like I'm like an expert. Like like string Dan, and I can just go off. Like,
Really?
yeah, anytime you want me to make you one, I'm all here. I'm
Hey,
ready.
I might have to take you up on that offer. I
Yeah.
need to see this craftsmanship.
Yeah, I can put your name on it and everything.
Damn. How many do you think you made over quarantine?
I think I probably made like probably like 20 to 30.
That's a
So
lot.
yeah, yep.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna need to get one in the future. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
hold you. I'm gonna hold you to
Yeah, yeah.
that. um, but going back to music in a little bit. The guitar is definitely like something I feel like a lot of people. I feel
Yeah.
like I for some reason I've heard like people are picking up, which
Mm.
like I can definitely see why. It's definitely a dope instrument. Um, when I was in middle school, I got signed up for guitar lessons, and my fingers were just like a little too weak to
Yeah.
play it, so I just gave up. But
Oh, damn.
I mean, I got the problem with big hands is you got skinny fingers, so it's like I
Yeah.
just I just don't have the facilities for that, I guess. But
Yeah. Oh,
maybe
Dan, I feel like you could do it.
I it's something I want to revisit now that I've kind of matured and
Now that you've
stuff like
matured.
that.
Yeah. Now
Well,
that your fingertips are a little.
yeah, my hands are a little more experienced and I have that I have those
Yeah.
strong man hands now. So,
Mhm. Right.
um well the other problem was my brother played or he took lessons as well
Hmm.
and we're both lefties and so
Oh,
we take the guitar that he used to um the place where we took lessons and the
yeah.
guy's like, "Oh, this is a righty guitar." And my mom's like, "He played for 3 years and never told me like it was a righty guitar." And I was like, "Whoa, like I'm not trying to get into this." But
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you're a lefty, do you play the other way?
yeah,
Or,
I think you're supposed to,
yeah.
which I don't know.
Because that's just like that would be super uncomfortable for me, I feel like.
I really have no idea. So what do you like how do you play it?
Like I play it like here. Like this.
So you use your right hand to strum?
Yeah. But like
Okay.
if you play it like this too and you're lefty,
I
like
played it like that, but only because he said it was a righty guitar. So I was
okay.
like, all right, I'm just gonna go with the flow.
All right.
So maybe next time if they get a better guitar or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe next time, it'd probably work
We'll
out a
see.
little better for
Yeah,
you.
it's definitely something on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's your hobbies. As you said, you talked a little about your sports. And I feel like something that's like slept on about you. Like I didn't know this. Like when we first met, is like you do like competitive dance.
Yeah, I do competitive like Irish step dancing. Um, so that's a nice thing to put on college applications, guys.
FYI for any Irish step dancers at home.
Any other people wondering what to put on there? It's a
Yeah.
good thing. But yeah, I've been doing it for 11 years, so like a very long time. Um, Lots of people don't like know really what it is, or they don't like think of it in the right way. like like nobody really understands like the competitive side of it because it's not really seen that often. Like you look up Irish step dancing on YouTube and like I doubt it will pull up too many like actual good videos. But if you look for the right ones, it's actually like the really good people. Like it's insane if you watch the world champions. It's crazy, but yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. I've been lucky because I can like I've gone like to a lot of different places for it, and it's like I've met like some of my best friends and they all live in like different towns, and like that's one thing I've always loved about it because like even like you have your friends here in Westford and you're like, I love my friends. But it's just like nice to kind of like get away from like the Westford like
Make friends outside of the Westford bubble,
yeah,
basically. Yeah.
like it's not just always talking about the same things, or just like you get to kind of like share, I don't know, just like different details about yourself. I feel like with other people that aren't like in your life like every single day, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like they are like some of my best friends, and I feel like those are the relationships that like you know you'll keep for a long time, because even if you don't see them, like you can still connect. Like that's that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely good growing up to have like connections outside of your hometown in a way, because just leaving your friends up to like, or just leaving your friendships up to making them in school is like kind of limiting in a way. Like you said, like it's good to have people that like they'll be there for you, but they're not always in your life every day.
Mm,
So you kind of like make a stronger connection. And also like when you meet people at school, you don't actually have like a connection with them. You're the
yeah,
same age. You're just in the same grade. But
yeah,
like you get if you do the same thing as someone like Irish step dancing, like you have a connection there. So
yeah. That,
definitely.
mm,
Um so that was Irish step dancing, which is like I still can't believe you do that because that's like sick. That's really dope.
mm,
Um what about volleyball? What's the story behind volleyball?
volleyball. Um, Volleyball. I started that in like I started in eighth grade because Blanchard and Stony were like, let's make a volleyball team. So me and all my friends were like, okay. So then we were on the Blanchard volleyball team, and that was like so like we were horrible. So bad. Like if anyone remembers the girls like Blanchard and Stony Brook, each of our teams, we were horrible. Like we were so bad. But it was fun. And yeah, so I started that, and then I was like, you know, might as well continue this. So yeah, did it all throughout my years. Got on varsity last year. That was fun. You know, just. Not that I was like a starting player or anything,
Not the flex,
but
but
if you saw me, Izzy Libby, and Ellie Nolan on the bench, that's where the party was.
that,
So,
that was the real deal on the bench over there.
and then I was on club volleyball slam, which Dan was also on. So,
I honestly forgot about that. That's a good thing you brought it up.
no,
People.
'cause I remember we were like texting about it when we were both like on it or something. We were like, "Oh my god!"
No, yeah, that was like weird because obviously we didn't know like the
Mm,
start, and then I feel like I don't know, maybe it was Snapchat or something. I was like, "Why are you at the Boston Convention Center?" Or like I think maybe you said that, and I was like, "A volleyball tournament." I'm like, "I'm playing in the volleyball tournament." And it's like, "What team?" It's like Slam. It's like I'm playing on Slam. So
yeah,
it's like what the heck is going on?
I know. What a coincidence.
That was that was definitely a good time, even though I hated club volleyball, but it was a good time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
I feel like obviously for the people that don't know, I played WA volleyball, but it's tough going from like because WA volleyball is just like all your bros. You're just playing with your bros and stuff, and then I just had the like in club you're just playing with randos, and it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of tough to make a connection. But and like the coach was weird, and I'd have to wake up at like 6 on Saturday, and
Yeah.
it's like it's whatever. But
Mm,
it was a good time. I don't regret it.
yeah. You guys didn't get a volley. You didn't get a volleyball season last year.
Yeah, we didn't.
Upsetting. You're gonna play this year though.
If we can,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, hopefully we can. I don't know, but it's all right.
Hopefully. I feel like we should be able to do it because I don't know. Like you're on opposite sides. I know like touching the ball like a lot, but
Just get hand sanitizer or something.
yeah.
Get
Glove.
get
Like
Mr. Bunyan to get one of those sanitizing hoses and just
yeah.
spray the balls.
Right everywhere.
Um, but yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, because since we didn't have a season last year, and it was like around the time I was doing my college board uh
Mhm.
apps, I was like, I would have made varsity, so I'll just put varsity down.
Yeah,
It's like, even though I probably was gonna be on JV, but it's like, we'll never know. We'll never
you'll
know.
never know.
That's
So
that's up
basically
for fate.
you're on it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been on JV. I could have been varsity captain. Like we'll never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. They
Totally.
don't even know that.
100%.
Hmm.
Um,
No, I did the same thing with lacrosse because I wasn't even sure if I was gonna play. We didn't have a season, so I was like,
so I was like
guess
varsity
we're
captain.
doing varsity lacrosse. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Um, so we talked about a couple sports that you've played.
Hmm.
Where do you think, or how do you think these sports have like taught you valuable lessons that you kind of carry outside of the sport, like in your everyday life?
Yeah. I feel like I've learned like so much from dance and volleyball. Starting like with dance, like the commitment I had to have to dance was a lot from like starting like I started getting like serious about it like 9. So going to dance like um from like 6:30 to 10 at night to me like wasn't weird or like going to dance for like 5 hours whatever like because I did that for so long it just wasn't like it was kind of normal to me. I mean, it's not like I wanted to do it all the time, but I was just like, oh, like okay. So that like just having that commitment to something and just like makes you like time management so much and just appreciate all your free time and everything. But because I was there so often, like um what's the word I'm thinking of? Discipline. I was like, it starts with a D. But like my dance teacher, um, multiple dance teachers, but they're very like 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 you might not think that, but they're very hard on you, and like the emotional roller coasters. Oh my god. But it's just like one thing that's big for me is like knowing how to talk to a coach or a teacher. Like going like some people like going into like volleyball, like other sports where like I see other athletes like interact with like their coach. I'm like, how do you like act like that? Like some like when you're just like like if you're just like talking to your coach like almost in like a sassy way, I'm like that would not no like like that would just not be a thing. Like just you nod and like you just take whatever they're yelling at you for. Um like I feel like just that is a big thing that I got from dance, like just learning like respect for like your teachers and coaches. And um yeah, just like taking criticism because in middle school, like, you're all like self-conscious and everything and like you're in that weird stage. So like when people are telling you you're like bad or like like you need to do this better, it's kind of hard. But like I really learned how to take that and like turn it into not something personal, which is like a big thing because I struggled with that a lot for a while. Um, and I kind of carried that throughout volleyball too. Um, and I feel like I'm going off on a tangent. I feel like I could talk about dance for like years just because it's like such a big part of my life, and like no one like I can't relate to anyone about it except for um like my dance friends. So like I don't talk about it ever.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a lot. Like I could tell you so many stories. Like it's crazy. Like you wouldn't believe some of the oh my god. But yeah, I've always loved dance, but it's taught me a lot. It's been difficult sometimes, but I'm very grateful to have that, and I'm very lucky because um, I've just learned like so many things from it. So
Yeah, definitely. I think discipline's definitely something that some kids kind of like don't really get growing up. Like the kids that like talk back to a teacher or a coach, like I was always like I can agree with you where like how could someone say that to like someone else, especially like a teacher where they're supposed to be like be the leader and stuff. Like it literally give me anxiety when like some jerk in the back of the class would like yell at the teacher. I'm like, ooh, but yeah,
shrug
um,
shoulders.
yeah. And then yeah, definitely for like coaching, I definitely think discipline. I like for volleyball, I've always been like kind of the guy who kind of just tries to stay quiet. Not like I talk that much, anyways, but I'm when the coach is talking, it's I always I make sure everyone's listening.
Oh, Dan, you're pretty loud in the basketball stands, the football stands, whatever
Well,
sport it is.
that's a different element right there. That's a
Yeah.
different level.
Mhm.
You gotta crank it up to 10.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. So hmm, what should the next question be? Oh, favorite high school memory.
Mm, that's like so hard. It's like I don't know why, but like when people ask you like questions like what's your favorite like this or that, I'm like, ooh, like I don't know
Yeah.
why. Hard question. Let me think. I really I feel like this is kind of like a basic answer, but like the mission trip was like amazing. I mean, that's not like in high school, but it's like all WA people.
During high school years. So yeah.
Yeah. Like the mission like it's like everyone like raves about it. And like some people find it annoying, but then you go on it, you're like, wow, like this was so fun. Like that was just such a great week. So upset it got canceled like last
Yeah.
time.
Hopefully we can have it this summer.
I
Maybe.
know,
Fingers crossed.
I know. Like, oh, so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Did
definitely
you?
something that like you don't expect to be that good, and then once you go, it's like holy smokes, like this was insane.
Yeah, you just get to like connect with so many people on like a different like level. I think it's just because you're taken like out of Westford, and you just realize that like everyone's like on the same page. Like you just want to get to know people and like make friends. Like that's so fun. Like,
Yeah.
and once you like let go of like feeling like in your head, like it's just so much better. And I feel like that week like really helped me do that. Like it was just so fun.
Yeah, definitely. Like just the ability to like make friends with people that you would like never talk to normally is like insane, especially like with upperclassmen and like lower classmen or underclassmen. Um, underclassmen. Uh, like we went like after sophomore year, and we were, I made friends with kids like 2 grades above us,
Yeah,
which is like I I'd never even talked to this person, but now I'm like really good friends with them, stuff like that.
yeah,
So, and it's also like really opening to like it kind of like you said, it takes you away from Westford and kind of just like shows more about yourself.
hmm,
Like you can definitely like try to like find out more about yourself on that trip, which is something that I really did, which is like awesome.
yeah.
Totally. Um all right, so we did favorite memory. Now we kind of do like the opposite. What's your biggest regret from high school?
I feel like um biggest regrets just like I feel like I was so like tense all the time. Like maybe not this year, but like freshman through junior year, I was kind of just like I don't know. I felt like I was just so like I needed to chill out a little bit. Like I was just so like worried and anxious, and like I stopped myself like from reaching out to people because like I was just worried like oh maybe they don't want to talk to me or like oh maybe they don't want to hang out. And no, like um especially like freshman year, I feel like everyone's like that freshman year, but biggest regret would just be like not connecting with more people than I could have, because I feel like realizing now like I have so many people that like I could reach out to more, and especially because you don't see people in school as much. I'm like, dang, like I want to hang out with them more. Or like it's so upsetting not seeing them. Like people in Pod A or like RLA people, like I never see. So I'm like, this kind of sucks. Like I want to see them. Like
Yeah.
I regret not hanging out with them before. And like I think just like if you stop yourself from doing that, you're just like creating missed opportunities. And you look back and you're like, oh, like that's so annoying. And I feel like I'm better with it now, but like that's something I definitely like would regret because I don't know. I feel like the stress of it just isn't necessary. Like people are just people.
Yeah. Um I can definitely relate to that, where I think definitely like freshman year everyone's kind of like in their shell in a way, and
Yeah.
like they just want to stay in their bubble.
Mhm.
And like you said, it's like, oh, I don't want, what if this person doesn't want to talk to me, or like or like what if I say something stupid, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and then like as time goes on, you kind of have to realize like I'd rather deal with something going wrong than like dealing with thinking about like what could have been if I don't do it, in a way, which is
Yeah.
like something I feel like I took, like I did better of junior year, which I'm glad, because obviously it got cut short. So it's like, you know, uh like
That's like,
if you gotta just like take, you gotta just like take those opportunities and like run with them, because
Yeah.
like you never know when it can be taken away.
Yeah. Like that's like reaching out and doing stuff, like actually acting on the things you want. Like for the mission trip, I missed the time to sign up. Like I didn't sign up in like December. I emailed, like I was like, dang, like I really want to go on this mission trip. Like everyone loves it. And so I like emailed the uh, Matt Edison, and I was like, yo, what if I were to come though? I emailed him in like May, and so that's like a month. That's like 2 months before it all happened. So like pretty late, and that's one thing that I'm like I actually like took took it into my own hands and did something about it. And like that's like when I recognized like myself doing that, I was like yes, Annie, correct.
Let's
Like
go. Yeah,
let's
exactly.
go. Like it's so much better when you just like actually like try to do something instead of worrying about it. Like I don't know, just like send that like text or email, like whatever you need to do. Like I feel like that's just so much better, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. Like for example, like like I would never have like done this podcast like freshman year, because I've been like,
Yes,
oh, like no one's gonna watch it and stuff like that. It's like I don't care. Like it's so fun to do. So like I'm just gonna do it. I don't really
yeah,
care.
yes. And I text you and I'm like, get me on your podcast.
I'm like, boom, and here we
You're
are.
like, yes. See, I
Yeah.
do want to be on it. See, see,
Yeah.
Dan.
um. Hmm. So we did favorite memory, biggest regret. What did I miss? Oh, how do you think we like, kind of like already spoke on this, but like, how do you think you've changed the most since freshman year up to senior year?
um, I feel like I've changed like so much. Like I feel like the person like going who I was going into high school like freshman year, like that's just like ugh. Like I would hate to go back to like that mindset and like just because I was just ugh. Like I like to think that I'm a pretty realistic person, but like sometimes that can be seen as being negative. And um I feel like a lot through high school I've learned to just try to take things and just be more positive about them. Like just don't dwell on things. And like I was just so self-conscious going into high school, which was unnecessary. Like I was always worried about being like embarrassed about something, or I don't know, like then like I don't know. One thing like my sister told me one time, she was like, embarrassment is just a wasteful emotion. Like what's the point of being embarrassed? And I was like, you're right. I feel like just throughout high school I've just like been able to like accept like whatever, like who I am, or like just be natural, because it's just like I don't want to put on an act, or I don't want to be like fake, because that's not like people won't like you then if you're fake. Like it's just like you have to realize like I don't know. Who you are is fine. And just coming into yourself is like really when you start feeling better. Like I feel so much better. Like I feel secure as like a senior just because I feel like I'm not as worried all the time about everyone else. And I feel like that's made me become friends with a lot of different people. And that's just like what's helped me chill out a little bit. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Um, I mean, like 100%. Like I feel like everyone can relate to that, like on some level.
yeah.
Like like we said with the student section, like
Mm,
freshman year, I would have never had that confidence to just
yeah.
like I don't know, yell at the other team when they're shooting a free throw. But it
Oh,
like
God, Dan, it's so good.
it's just like growing up, I always imagined like doing like cool stuff in high school and stuff like that. But like obviously at some point, in freshman year, you're like, no, I'm just gonna play it safe. But
Yeah,
you know, it, I kind of just like went for like what I wanted to do, and like in the end, I didn't just make memories, but I also like made more friends in the process. Like I
yeah.
connected with more people at games and parties and stuff like that. So
And you're a
definitely.
legend, Dan. Now you're just a legend at the sports games. Oh my God. It's so upsetting we didn't have like student sections. You would have totally done the ghost coaster.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
I'm
disappointed.
gonna I'm gonna take that one to the grave. That's just I'm never gonna live that down. But
Oh,
hey, what can you do?
it's okay. You would have done it, so it's there. You
I would
have
have.
the title.
If yeah, if it ever happens, I'm there. But
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
Um,
school spirit. Didn't you
yeah,
get spirit superlative?
yeah.
And
Which like once again, like freshman year, I would have never thought I would like win
yeah.
that at all. And now I'm like, hell yeah, I'm Mr. School Spirit, and like something like to be proud of in a way. Where like obviously it's like a meaningless award, but or not even an award accolade, but still something to be like,
Still means something.
yeah, it's something to look back on and be like, it just like brings up good memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Um. So we got like two more questions here.
All right.
So like the main purpose of this podcast, obviously it's not like for views or anything, but it's just, I enjoy doing it, but it's also for like I want to like make these and then like as we grow up we can like look back on them and be like see what changed, like see how we were at this like time. Um so like where do you want to like see yourself in like 4 to 5 years like after college? It's
Well,
a tough question.
yeah. I mean, a job is cool. I'd love that.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
money. Um, that's gonna be crazy. Looking back at this, oh my God. Um, yeah, just like feeling like not worried like about the future. Because I mean, like we're all like, ah, like going to college is scary. But I feel like just being a secure human, like having a job, knowing what I'm doing. Cause like even though I have like my major figured out, like I don't know like 100% what I'm doing with it. Like going into research probably, but like I don't know too much about that. So yeah, just like figuring that out, have like not stressing too much. Um, hopefully get to travel more, maybe do like some fun things, go on, like a road trip or something.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Just being a being an adult. I don't know.
That's definitely something to do. Yeah.
That's something new. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely something to exciting to look forward to the future and stuff like that.
Mm.
All right. So we're about to wrap it up. Here's the big finale question that I ask everybody. So, obviously as seniors, what is like what advice would you give to freshman year self? Like your freshman year self or just freshman in general?
Okay. Well, freshman year Annie, I would say, um, like, and any freshman, I would say, enjoy your time. It does go by fast, and by the way, your senior year is probably gonna suck. You're not gonna be in school most of the time. So, just letting you know that so you can enjoy these 3 years we have in school. Um, like just let go, you know, focus on your focus on your schoolwork, but not to the extent where it's taking over your life or like you're so stressed because that's too much for like 14, 15. And just, you know, don't be scared of people. Like that's dumb. Being scared of people is so dumb. Like I'm still like scared of people, but like I don't know. It's like just like feeling intimidated is by like regular people is not necessary. And if you want to be friends with someone, be friends with them. Just do it. And I don't know what else. Just enjoy 4 years and make the most of it. And if opportunities come your way, do it if you want to. Like, just take advantage of whatever you can. Because life is short and high school is getting shorter. So, yeah, that's
Totally.
about it.
A good way to cap it off.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So I wanna thank you for coming on. I appreciate this.
For having me, Dan. Oh my God. So excited.
All right. So let's see, that would do it for episode 8, I think. Hopefully episode 8. Um so for the Ghost Files podcast, I'm Dan Allison and thanks for listening.